Now I'm recording. All right. Okay, so I still don't see you guys. Hold on. Where'd you go? What the poop? This happened last time. Oh, I'm not sharing my screen. That's weird. All right, now you guys can see the screen, correct? Yes? Thumbs up, you can see it? We're good? All right, cool. Alrighty, so this is your new coach getting started right training call. We do these once a month at the end of the month for all of the new coaches who have joined our team. And if you're on here and you are not a new coach and you're on here as a leader, thank you for being here. It's really awesome that you're here and showing your team that you are there for them, and that's a really good quality to have as a leader. But yeah, so what we're going to do, we're going to go over a few things that you should be working on as a brand new coach. We'll talk about some goals for you to set in your first month. I'll go into some examples. So I just want to tell you right now, before I even get started, don't be overwhelmed by the information. If you're anything like me, you probably will be. But don't try to learn it all in one day. Pick one thing each day and work on that one thing before you try to tackle it all and learn everything at once, because if you do it that way, you're going to stress yourself out, because it's like it's not like something you have to study and know everything for tomorrow. I'm not going to test you on it like, oh, what's 531? You don't know what that is? You fail. Like, it's not like that. So go at your own pace and just don't let yourself get overwhelmed or psych yourself out before you even get started, because it's not worth it. Trust me. So the first thing that you should do when you sign up to be a coach is figure out what kind of coach it is you'd like to be. If you watched the 30-minute video that I sent you, if you're one of my PS coaches, or if your coach sent you that video, this might look familiar to you. But mainly the thing that you would like to decide is if you are a discount coach, a hobby coach, or a business builder. Now, don't get stuck in the fact that you need to pick one of these and stick to it. I started as a discount coach, and now I'm clearly more than a discount coach. I'm leading a team call right now, and discount coaches don't do anything but work out and drink Shakeology and get it for a discount. So you can move up, you can move down if something changes and you need to put it on hold for a little while and just kind of be a discount coach. That's cool. But as soon as you know what you are able to tell your coach, and that will allow your coach to help you and guide your mentorship in the direction that it needs to go based on what your goals are and what it is that you would like to achieve. Now, I'm not going to read this whole slide because this is in that 30-minute video, and I do talk about it and explain what each one is. But just know that if you're on this call, you're probably not a discount coach because you wouldn't be here wanting to learn about what we do, and you wouldn't be here wanting to learn how to build a business if you were just a discount coach. So one of the most important things as a new coach is to make Success Club non-negotiable. And we like to call Success Club on our team the 3 Lives Changed Club, because essentially by hitting Success Club, you're just helping change 3 lives. And it's a lot nicer to think about that way. Like, I need to help 3 people this month, instead of like, oh, I need to sell 3 challenge packs this month. Like, it just sounds nicer. And when you kind of like think about what you're doing in that sense, it'll help you in a way that you don't feel like you're selling. So it's the same thing as if this is from a book I've been listening to. You have a hit list, like you have this list of names, like this is my hit list of people I want to talk to. Like, if you call it that, like that's not what you want to call your list. You want to call it like, here's a list of people that I would like to help, or here's a list of people's lives I would like to change. So the way you word things and the way you think about things will really affect the way you go about them. So that's why we like to call it the 3 Lives Change Club. And what the Success Club essentially is Beachbody's way to reward you for helping 3 people start their fitness journey and get healthy and become the best version of themselves. Now, when you hit Success Club, you get prizes from Beachbody every month. So I know one month they sent us P90X 1, 2, and plus. It was like $300 worth of programs for free. I know one time I got a selfie stick and like something else, and sometimes you get like fitness gear and workout stuff. So it really changes every month, but it's just not really about the prizes. It's just really about hitting Success Club, helping 3 people, and that by doing that will create momentum for your business. So I personally have never missed a month of Success Club. Since I started coaching, I really contribute my success in this business to never missing a month of Success Club. Success Club creates momentum in your business and in your income. It gives you a steady income, so it's not like one month you earn money and one month you don't. Like, it really helps you kind of get on the track and get rolling with that. Also, too, if you make it non-negotiable, then it'll happen for you. Plus, it shows people that you're actually helping people, and like I said, you get rewarded for it. So if you're somebody like me, I need to have a goal for myself to do anything. So like, if I have a goal for myself to hit Success Club, that's something that I can push for every month. Like, I feel like if there was no Success Club points, this job wouldn't be as motivating and fun, because I just like to earn points and like say like, oh, I have 5 points. Like, it's just fun. So it gives you something to push for and to shoot for. So I told you why it's important. How to get in Success Club is just by every challenge pack is worth 2 Success Club points, and then every Shakeology on Home Direct is worth 1. So between a combination of those, you want to have at least 5 points, which is 3 people, and then you're in Success Club. Our team has some fun ways to help you at Success Club. If you are getting close and it's getting close to the end of the month, we really motivate you if that's something that you're really shooting for, because hitting Success Club too will also pay for free trips for you to go on. So if you sign up for Punta Cana, you get on the wait list, you earn Success Club every month, you start kicking butt and earning points. You're not only earning points and prizes, you're also earning yourself a free trip, because those Success Club points translate into cash that is being put towards a trip for you. So in a couple weeks, I will be going on a cruise with James for free, and I also will be getting $1,000 on board spending cash because I hit Success Club every single month in the year of 2015. And that was something that I told myself I was not going to screw up. January last year, I'm like, I'm getting that $1,000. So that was something that motivated me, and that was something that kept me on track and created that momentum in my business. So set that non-negotiable goal to hit Success Club every single month, at least Success Club 5, and give yourself a deadline. So don't give yourself the whole month to hit Success Club. Say, I want to have Success Club by the 15th of the month. And that's something that I do personally for myself, so that by the 15th, I already have it. Half of the month is gone, and I don't have to worry about stressing out about having Success Club. Like, I still do my invites. I still do all of that stuff. And if I hit more than 10, that's great. But as long as I have Success Club, 10 personally for me is something that I always shoot for, and I'm good, and I don't have to worry about it anymore. So giving yourself a goal really helps, and put it on your calendar. Like, I have it written on my calendar so I can see like when it's getting close, or put it on a dry erase board or anything that will remind you and motivate you to hit that. Also, too, if you hit Success Club in your first 3 months as a coach, you will earn a free trip to Nashville in July. Oh, if you're not muted, I don't know who it is. Could you mute yourself, because I hear myself? Okay, we're good. Your first 3 months as a coach, you earn a free trip to Nashville to hang out with your team, work out with Sean T and all the trainers, go to these really awesome seminars and hear from all the top coaches in the company, and go to parties and just hang out in Nashville. Like, if that's not motivating enough, I don't know what is. So you can earn that trip for free by hitting Success Club your first 3 months as a coach. So if you're a brand new coach and you signed up in February, your first 3 months would be March, April, May, and those are the 3 months you have to hit Success Club 3 in a row and earn that trip to Nashville. And I have a lot of you ladies going this year. I'm so excited. So let's have some more people joining us. Now, this is just a visual that really shows you it all really boils down to hitting Success Club. So as you build a team, you hit Success Club, you recruit coaches, you help them hit Success Club, and then you do it again. So really, this is the success wheel, as we like to call it, and everything really just boils down to hitting Success Club, because when you're hitting Success Club and your coaches are hitting Success Club and their coaches are hitting Success Club, that's how you really start to build a really successful team. Okay, so your next goal as a brand new coach is to hit Emerald rank. Now, what's really cool about all three of these Emerald announcements, and one of them is kind of, I haven't actually posted it on Facebook, so Felicia, if you're on here, congratulations. But these coaches have all hit Emerald rank fairly quickly. And actually, the top two, we have Lauren and Kylie. They were brand new coaches last month. They were on this call last month learning all of these things that you're learning today. And they went out and did them and hit Emerald in 3 weeks. So that's really awesome. I'm so proud of them. And you're probably like, yay, that's cool, but what the heck does that mean? So let me tell you, being an Emerald coach, that's your first really big goal. And essentially what that means is you have two coaches on your team, one on your left and one on your right. The little picture down there shows that. Don't worry too much about left and right. Just know you need one on each side of your business. And the video, the 30-minute video that your coach has sent to you, will kind of talk a little bit more about what that means. But it's important to hit Emerald as quickly as possible, because when you hit Emerald, you get one of these really cool Emerald recognition posts, and then people see that and they're like, oh my God, she just started this thing and now she's getting recognized for getting a promotion so early in her business. That's awesome. Let me reach out to her and see what the heck she's doing. So I don't know if you know this, but people want to be around people who are successful, and success loves speed. So the quicker you're able to be successful with this, the more credible it looks for other people looking at you and seeing that you're doing well, and they're more likely to reach out to you. Now, I talked to you about how to hit Emerald rank. You just need two coaches. When should I aim to hit Emerald rank by? You really want to try to hit Emerald in your first month. And the reason why it's important to do that, not just because it looks really good, is when you're an Emerald coach, you start to earn what's called a team cycle bonus. And what that means is your money every week, or your income, does not just come from commissions, but it also comes from your team cycle bonus, which is the volume of your team and how well your team is doing. You will get a bonus reflected on that. So Emerald coaches earn $14 per cycle. And a cycle is just every 200 to 100. I go over that in the 30-minute video as well. But it's just, you don't really have to worry too much about the numbers. Just know that you're getting bonuses when you're an Emerald coach, because I'm not a numbers girl, and I just know that it's great when you see that bonus come in every week. So that's something that you get as an Emerald coach. You also get customer leads. So like I said on the team call before, if you were on there, if somebody's watching an infomercial at 3 a.m. and they see the 21-day fix and they're like, oh, I should do that and not eat this pizza at 3 a.m. Let me order that and get on that. When they order it, it'll go to you. You'll get that commission. You'll get that customer that you can reach out to and you can help them. And then that's just one more person that maybe they're going to get Shakeology every month, and that starts to create residual income for you, because every time they order anything, you're going to get commission for it. Now, when you are shooting to hit Emerald, the easiest way to do it, and you can totally go Emerald in one day, it doesn't have to take a month, but you can sign up your spouse or significant other and a family member, and you want to put them on what's called your weak leg. Now, I go into this a little bit in that 30-minute video as well, but your weak leg is the leg that you do not see people on already. It's the leg that you are building essentially yourself at first. So when you go in your Coach Online office and you go in your graphical genealogy, you will see that one of your legs probably has somebody there who you don't know who they are and you didn't add them. Then that is your strong leg. You want to put your significant other on your weak leg, and this is just so down the road it'll help you with getting more cycle bonuses because you have the ability to work that person's business as well if they are a family member or a spouse or anything like that. Then to hit Emerald, you will have to switch your preferred placement by going to your Coach Online office and putting it on the other side so that your next coach will go on the other side. We have a short little video that shows you if you're a visual person, so don't freak out and think you have to like connect my words to like what it looks like because we have a video. But just know that you will have to switch when you sign up that second coach. You want to make that switch before you sign them. And then what you want to do is switch it back to your weak leg, and you want to add your next two coaches on your weak leg. Two coaches, that should say two, not three. And then you want to go back to your other leg. So I know that sounds really confusing, but you do have your upline to ask about this. Anytime you have someone who you're ready to sign them up, you just want to make sure that your placement is in the right place. And you can always switch it. I switch mine all the time. Like if somebody goes in the wrong place, you can always contact Coach Relations. You can send an email and they will switch that person. You have 5 days to switch them, so nothing is ever permanent unless it's like 2 months and you want to switch somebody or whatever. If it's more than 5 days, they can't do it, but if it's 5 days, you're okay, so don't ever stress out about it. It's totally fixable, but just know that you have the capability of switching it before they sign up, and that's just the easiest way to do that. Okay, so as a coach, as a new coach or an old coach, I guess you can call me an old coach, these are things you want to do every single day. And these are things I still do every single day, even though I've been around for like a year and a half. So doing these things is really going to help you build a business. If you're somebody like me, this really helps me. If I don't do anything all day, at least I know if I did these 3 things, well, 4, because they're adding a 4th one, at least I know if I did these things, I did my duties for the day. So the first thing you want to do is invite. You want to communicate and connect and build relationships. We're not here to spam people. We're not here to just like message every single person on our Facebook and say, hey, I'm a Beachbody coach. You should join my team and be a part of our challenge group. Like that's not how we do things. So what you want to do when you invite, you want to just reach out to them. You want to shoot the shit. You want to just kind of talk about life, talk about their dogs, talk about their family, whatever. Just think of it as you're having a conversation with your best friend. Whether you know this person or not, they're going to be your friend if you decide to ask them about coaching. So just look at it as you're having a conversation with your best friend. And then if it gets to the point where you feel comfortable inviting them, and don't ever confuse like being uncomfortable as something that's bad, because sometimes I'm still uncomfortable, but I do it anyway. And that's something that you're going to have to get over, that fear of inviting, because until you do, your business will not grow if you don't invite anyone. Because all of you are here because you were invited to be here. It's something that you want to remember when you're like, oh, I don't know if I can invite this person. Just think about how mad and upset you'd be if you were never invited to this team and you were never a part of this awesome opportunity. That's something that I always keep in my back pocket when I'm like, oh, I don't know if I should invite this person. Like, don't play God and don't hold people's future in your mouth. Just invite them. Nothing's going to happen. They're not going to like bite you. They're not going to tell you that you need to go away and stop talking to them. And if they do, then you don't want to talk to them anyway. So you want to just talk to them about life and whatever you want to talk to them about. Maybe you connect about their dog. Maybe you connect that you saw they just got married. That's just something that I tend to connect with. I guess that's just kind of the age group that I'm talking to. But you really want to build relationships. If it gets to the point, like you're talking to them, you're asking them questions, you always want to ask questions. If you don't do anything else, you really just want to ask them questions about them. Try to probe, not pry, or I forget Lauren will have to tell us that. But you want to keep asking questions, really get to know the person. And then what you want to do is, what's going to happen is they're going to be like, okay, well, you keep asking me questions. So what's up with you? Like, what are you doing? What are you all about? Tell me more about you. And that's when you can tell them everything up in your life that you're doing up until, like, oh, and I just started this new online health and fitness coaching thing. I'm super excited about it. And you really want to be excited because you are. Like, this is something that's so cool and unique that you get to be a part of. And then you can either directly invite them and say something like, I don't know if you're interested or not, but I'm hosting a 3-week fitness and nutrition boot camp coming up next month, and I'm looking for some ladies who are really ready to kick it into gear and get fit for spring break. Does that sound like something you'd be interested in? And it doesn't have to be thought out at all. It's just like, oh, I don't know if you'd be interested, but la la la. Like, does that sound like something you'd be interested in? If you don't feel comfortable doing that, you can do an indirect invite and ask them like, oh, do you happen to know anybody who would be interested in something like this? And they might say, yeah, like, tell me more about it. So that's another way that you can do that. The most important thing is that you're keeping track of who you're talking to. You have a list that you're working from. So the easiest way to, even before you start inviting, is to make that list so that you have a plan, you know who you're going to talk to. You pick 5 people that you're going to reach out to each day and message them and start conversations with them, at least 5 new people each day. Then the second thing that coaches do is we are proof that the product works. Instead of trying to sell and push products, we are a product of the product. Your body is your business. So what you do every day, you drink Shakeology, you work out, you share that on Facebook, you share that you're part of this really awesome challenge group, and maybe you lost 5 pounds in your first week. Like, that's so exciting. Everything that you share, you want to just genuinely be excited about what you're doing. You want to share your Shakeology. You want to talk about what it's helping you with, what it's doing for you. You don't want to talk about like, oh, there's 72 ingredients in it and there's like probiotic. I don't even know like what's in it because I don't care. I know it works for me. I know it helps me. I know that I no longer have to take pre and probiotics because I don't have stomach issues anymore, because since I've started drinking Shakeology, that stopped. I know that my hair grows like weeds. I know that my skin is clearer than it ever was. Like, these are things that Shakeology has helped me with, and that's what people want to know. They want to know if it works, and they want to know that it can work for them. They don't care what's in it, because if people cared what was in it, why are they buying like cheap stuff from Walmart? If they really cared what was in it, they just see that, oh, this works, so I'm going to buy it. Like, nobody really cares what's in it. But the difference is what we have is high quality stuff, and it does work, and we're showing people that it does. So that could be posting about Shakeology. You want to make it look pretty, like this one down here, how you're brewing. That's the cafe latte. You want to post transformation photos. Like, that was a 3-week transformation photo of, I don't know if you can see it because like the little faces are in the way, but that's a 3-week transformation photo from Hammer and Chisel, and I talked about the program and what it's doing for me. But that also means that in between all of that stuff, you want to post like real stuff. You don't want people to forget that you're a real person. You don't want people to think you've just all of a sudden become this crazy fitness lady. You want to also add some like things that are about you, like unique to you. So the easiest way to do that is to think about maybe 10 things that you like. Mine would probably be like French bulldogs, wine, peanut butter, guacamole, chocolate, like they're all food, whatever. But anything that you're passionate about and that you enjoy doing, you want to post those kind of things in between. So even if that means like French bulldog meme or a peanut butter meme or whatever you're passionate about, you want to post in there too. And keep posting about your family and keep sharing those things, because that's important to you and you don't want people to forget that. But you also want to make sure that you're having a good mix of these kind of posts with your regular ones. And then the last thing, personal development. I know it sounds dumb. I 100% felt the same way when I heard about it first. I thought it was for people who needed help and needed to go to like a psychiatrist and like talk to them about their problems. I really didn't know what it was. But then when I started doing it, I noticed how much my business started to grow, my mindset started to change. I started to be able to invite and be able to talk to people. And I truly 100% believe that I'm able to talk to people as confidently as I can today because of the personal development that I do. Like, I would not be able to get on a call here and talk to you guys about all of this stuff without doing it. And I wouldn't be able to talk to people in messages and be confident in what I was saying if I wasn't doing personal development. So make that a non-negotiable for you every day, whether you like reading or you like listening to audio, whatever it is, just make sure you're doing something and make sure that it's something that is good for you and something that is going to help you. If you are looking for a suggestion, I'm listening to the Entrepreneur Roller Coaster right now. I absolutely love it. And I honestly think it's a great book for those of you just getting started with this whole coaching thing, because it really, like, you're going to have ups and downs like a roller coaster in this business, and you just have to know how to adjust to them. And that book will really help you see that, yeah, it's not going to take off like right away. It's something that you need to work at. And if you're not putting the work in, then nothing's going to happen. Like, it's just a really awesome book, and I suggest you listen to it. Other great ones are You Are a Badass, The Compound Effect, and The Slight Edge. And some of them are actually in our Google Drive, so they're free. You don't have to buy them. But if you want to look up videos on YouTube, that works too. Podcasts are great as long as you're doing something. It doesn't have to be an hour. You could do 20 minutes. You can do 10 minutes as long as you do something. And then the fourth one that they're adding to the vital behaviors is recognition. So that just means that if you have someone in your challenge group who's kicking ass, you want to make a recognition post about them. You want to show people that you're helping people. You want to call those people out and make them feel special because they deserve it. They deserve to be recognized. You deserve to be recognized too. So if you do something awesome, you blow your own damn mind, make a post about it. If you could only lift 5 pounds last week and now you're pulling like 10s, make a post about it. That's awesome. You're recognizing that what you're doing is making you stronger, and talk about that. So that's just essentially what recognize would mean. So there are different types of posts that you can do. I kind of just talked about this, but these are some ideas. You can do Shakeology, nutrition posts. You can post workout photos, videos, challenge group posts, coaching posts, lifestyle posts, so things that you enjoy. You really just want to be as much of yourself as you can be. I'm kind of a nerd. I was a teacher. I was really good at school. I loved school. I was one of those kids. So I make fun of that. I say, oh, I'm geeked out. I'm nerdy and I know it. Like, whatever. Nobody cares. Like, just be yourself. And the more yourself that you are, the better off you'll be, because what's going to happen is you'll find people who are like you. For challenge group posts, post a before and after. It doesn't have to be of yourself. It could be of someone from our team, but it does work really well when you share one of yourself. The photo of the oatmeal in the top corner, I'm not sure if you could see it, but that was just something I woke up in the morning. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to work and dressed for work and ready to go. And by dressed up, I mean I'm in my Taylor Swift t-shirt and like my robe, like whatever. That's my life. So the more you can just kind of interweave coaching into what you're talking about, then the better that is too. And that's called a jab. So there are jabs and hooks, and a jab would just be something where you're putting it out there, like, oh, hey, yeah, I'm just chilling in my robe today, like, coach, like, best job ever. We can call it, like, a best job ever post, whatever you want to call it, but I just like to call them jabs. A jab's just basically anytime you post without inviting somebody. So you're posting about, like, for example, if tonight you wanted to make a post, you can make a post that you had wine on a team call with your team, and you got to hang out in your sweatpants and drink wine. Hashtag best team ever, hashtag best job ever, because people will see that and be like, oh, okay, well, what's that about? Like, it kind of gets their gears going, and they're like, oh, what's that about? And then a hook is anytime you're inviting. So anytime you have a call to action at the end of your post where you're saying like, oh, I'm looking for 5 people to mentor, or 5 people to be a part of my next fitness group, or comment below if you're interested, like this post, email me. Anytime you're asking people to do something to contact you, that would be a hook. But yeah. So Coach Basics training, that is our team's way of helping you learn about coaching in bit by bit little pieces so that you don't try to eat the whole pizza at once and you take it piece by piece. It's very, very self-explanatory. There's 15 lessons in there, and you just go in and you request to join, and then your coach will tag you in day one. And as you complete each lesson, you want to tag your coach so that they can go in and see what you have written down or what you have said. If you have any questions, you can ask them, and they can kind of help you with your lessons. But I don't know why I keep burping, guys. I'm sorry. There's no set time it should take you to finish this, but I do suggest finishing it in your first month. I'm not your mom. I'm not going to be like, oh, you didn't do your homework. Like, you can't go out tonight, whatever. Like, I'm not going to do that. But, and I'm not going to, like, be breathing down your back if you're not doing it. That's just going to show me that you're not doing your homework, and you're not progressing, you're not learning, you don't want to better your, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but pretty much you're not putting the effort out to learn. So you really want to try to finish it in your first month so that you can know everything that you need to know. So come month 2, like, you're super ready to kick butt. Do I have to do it? Yes, you have to do it. If you don't want to build a business and you don't want to be successful, then no. But if you do, then yes, you should do it. And you access it on Facebook. So that's where the training takes place. Okay, so if you have somebody who's interested, and I know this is going to happen if you're a brand new coach and somebody's like, oh, I'm interested in what you're doing, and you're confused and you don't know what to say, you want to thank them for connecting with you and ask them, what interests you in my blah, blah, blah. So if they ask you about your boot camp or about your challenge group or what I do, fill in the blank with that. What interests you in blah, blah, blah. Then you want to use the script from there. Now, I added a little highlighted, bolded section in the script that says, yes, this is a script, but that does not mean you copy and paste it word for word, question for question, because you will sound like a robot and it will not sound like you are genuinely having a conversation with somebody. So what you want to do is check out that file. It's in the Coach 101 folder, which is brand new, and I will talk about that in a little bit. But you want to have a genuine conversation. You want to, if somebody says like, oh yeah, I used to do Weight Watchers and I used to count calories and I used to go to the gym and spend hours and never had results, you want to comment on that. So whether you did Weight Watchers or your mom did Weight Watchers or you know somebody who did Weight Watchers, find some way to comment on that and relate to that person and say like, oh yeah, I totally understand. My mom used to do that, and I could always remember her being in the kitchen, like going crazy, trying to count calories, and just was something that stressed her out more than it helped her. And then you ask the next question. So it's not like question. I don't care what you're saying. Just let me ask you these questions so that I can tell you something. Because that's what it sounds like if you actually don't have a conversation. The most important thing that you want to get out of the conversations is you want to talk about their goals. You want to talk about their struggles. You want to talk about fitness. You want to ask them about their nutrition. And the name of that script is called How to Interview a Potential Customer or Coach. And that's in the Coach 101 folder. And that will lead you from point A to point B. If you follow that script, you ask the questions, you engage with the person you're talking to, whether they're ready now or they're ready 2 months from now or 6 months from now, it tells you, okay, if they like to sign up as a coach, here's what you do. Go here. Here's the link to make yourself a link, and it's simplecoachlinks.com. So it's super simple. I literally broke it down to every little bit and tidbit of information that you'll ever need to know and what you need to say and where you need to send people. So if you just look at that script, I can guarantee that it will help you with that, with the closing part, because that's something that can be difficult, closing. And that's one of the hardest things, but it's all right there for you. Now, this is super important, and I just kind of want to stress this. We have a rule on our team. It's called the Ask 3, then Ask Me rule. So that means that if you have not consulted 3 sources before coming to me, then you should not be coming to me. So if you come to me and you ask me, or your coach, if I'm not your coach, where do I find my coach ID? I'm going to say, have you checked your Coach 101 PDF? Because I know it's on there. It tells you how to find it. Or have you looked in the Coach FAQ? If you ask me, how much does the 21-day fix cost this month? Have you checked your coach? Have you checked your website? Like, these are things that you need to do on your own. And I'm not saying this to be a bitch. Like, I don't want to answer you. I have my own things to do. Like, I mean, I do. But that's not why. The reason why you need to learn how to find these things on your own is because if I'm not around, how are you going to be able to function if every time you have a question you're asking your coach? Like, you want to be responsible for your success. You want to take initiative and go out there and look for that information, because when you sign up a coach, you don't want them coming to you asking you 15 questions a day that are questions that they have the answers to and they're just too lazy to look them up. Now, like I said, I'm not trying to be mean about it, but by me telling you all the information and by your coach telling you everything, it's not helping you, it's hurting you, because you are becoming dependent on that person instead of depending on yourself. So our team has what's called the Coach 101 PDF. It's something that's brand new. It has all the information you'll need to know about where to find things that are going on with our team, how to post, like there's posting tips on there. There's stuff about challenge groups. There's stuff about pretty much everything you'll need to know. So that should be your first place you go. And if you, whether I sent that to you or your coach has not sent that to you, it's in the Coach 101 folder on Google Drive. So that Coach 101 PDF is also available in the team page. On that pinned post, it says, only want the good shit, click here. And it's right there. So that's where that is. But like I said, it's important for you to look out for this information. Like, I still Google things. I don't know everything. I said that before. I still don't know everything. I'm learning every day. So if it's something that you could look up yourself and I don't answer you right away, I mean, I might not have seen your message, but if it's something like, oh, how much does this cost? Or where's my coach ID? Or how do I find my coach online office? Stuff like that. That's stuff that you can find the answer to yourself. So by asking me, you're doing yourself a disservice. Okay. Now, this is something that is going to be super helpful for you as you start to talk to a lot of people. So the main thing is you want to keep track of who you're talking to. And this is something that I've been doing, and it's been working super well. So I wanted to share it with you guys. Now, you want to have 3 lists every single month. So in the beginning of the month, it's actually a great time to be talking about this because we have a new month coming up. Now, if you have been talking to people, if you've reached out to people already, you probably have people who've already told you no. So you want to make that list. You want to start making that list now of anyone who said no. You want to put them on a list. Then you also want to have a list of your current challengers, because those are the people you want to make sure you're checking in with. And you want to make sure that you are tagging them in the posts in the challenge group. Then you also want to have a list of prospective coaches and challengers. And these are people that you think would make really awesome coaches, people who you would like to invite and stuff like that. Now, what happens, that list of no for right now, so I have a list right now of everybody who told me no in February, whether it was not the right time, they didn't have the money, whatever. And what I'm going to do next month in March is that list of no's will be the first people I follow up with. So I'll say something like, okay, hey girl, I know that we spoke last month and it wasn't the right time for you, but I just wanted to see if anything had changed because I'm starting a new group for this month and I didn't want to leave you out because I know how much you wanted to, blah, blah, blah. So that'll give you people to talk to right away. I did that last month. It worked really well for me this month. So it's something that I'm going to continue doing. And if you are a person who likes to write things down on pen and paper like I do, instead of some of you might like Excel. I tried it. I couldn't do it. but pen and paper seems to work the best for me. So if it works for you, having the 3 lists has completely changed the way that I'm reaching out to people, the way that I'm keeping track of my coaches and like prospect people. So it's definitely something that you should think about doing. It'll really help you get organized. And what you have then, you have a whole list of people. So what I do the end of the month, I'm going to be doing this shortly, is I go to my Facebook, I go through all my friends, I see if there's anybody I haven't talked to yet, and I put them on a list. Any new friends who were added, I'll put them on a list. And that's my list for March. And that's all of the people that I reach out to for March, whether that's inviting them, whether that's messaging them, like getting to know them. Maybe there's somebody I'm friends with who I actually haven't talked to in a while. Then I would reach out to them. So having 3 lists really helps keep all of your people organized. This is something that you should think about too. As you are talking to people, you're going to get people say, oh, I don't have time to be a coach, or, oh, I don't have money to be a coach, I don't have whatever. I just giving you a lame excuse because I'm afraid, whatever. But that's what they all are, just so you know. But what you want to do is take those objections that you're getting, write them down, and then you want to make a post about them. So one that I get all the time is, oh, I don't have time to be a coach. I have work, and I have 2 kids, and I have blah, blah, blah. So I made a post about not needing a lot of time. I took a picture with my timer. I said, yeah, I thought I needed to have a lot of time to be a coach, and I actually found out I can work my business in an hour. And I talked about some of the things I do. I cut back on TV. I stopped scrolling on Facebook. So you're really telling them, like, you do have time, but you're not, like, messaging them directly. They might see it on your Facebook and be like, oh, you know what? Maybe I do have time. So by being transparent about those objections that you're getting and posting it on your wall, it's a great way for people to see that and be like, okay, I can do this. You also want to talk about things that you love about coaching, things you love about the team culture, and stuff like that. Maybe some fears you had when you were brand new. That's something that I did this morning. So if you want to look at my, I'm not sure when you're watching this, if you're watching the recording, but if you want to look at my post from this morning, I posted about how I was so scared because I went to school for 4 years to be a teacher, and I was facing rejection from my parents and my family who were, like, really close to me, because it was, like, a huge decision to switch over and, like, throw 4 years of college and thousands of dollars out the window. So I made that post. I was afraid of that. I know sometimes people say they're afraid to post on social media, or they're afraid of what their friends might think, or they're afraid they won't be good at it. So any way that you can make a post about what people are telling you without directly being like, hey, so-and-so, this is why you don't like, just make it visible on your Facebook. You kind of want to make your Facebook like a sneak peek. So the more you can share about coaching without being like, hey, join my team, the better. Other things you can post too is successes of the week, so your challengers and your challenge groups, and then personal development, some of your favorite takeaways from what you're listening to and reading and whatever. So challenge groups, what the heck's a challenge group? If you've been in a challenge group, you know what a challenge group is. If not, it's pretty much what we do as coaches. It's like the cornerstone of our business. It's how we help people reach their goals. It is just a place that we can hold them accountable to getting their workout done and eating and following the meal plan. Now, it's a Facebook group, so there's posts every day. You want to make sure they're checking in. We do prizes and stuff like that. But the easiest way for you to learn about a challenge group is to be a part of one. So your coach, I'm not sure if your coach does one on their own with you guys, or if you're a part of our team challenge group, which is every 3rd Monday of the month. Being a part of one is a good idea because you want to have results too. So you're just as much involved in this challenge group as a challenger as you are as a coach. And then the thing about them is that's where really great coaches are made. So all these people that you see up here have become coaches. One of them just became an Emerald coach. She was in our Battle of the Sexes Hammer and Chisel test group, and I reached out to them because they were doing amazing in the group and talked to them about coaching, and now they're kick butt coaches. So the reason why challengers make awesome coaches is because they really love the products. They're using them. They know that they work. You don't have to convince them that they're awesome. Like, they already know they are. So it's easier for them to share because they are passionate about it themselves. The Google Drive, this is your gold mine for scripts, challenge group templates, resources, info, yada, 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 everything you need. But there is a new folder for you new coaches. I broke it down. I went through the drive because there's so many freaking things in there, and you could totally get overwhelmed if you're like me. So I took all of the important things that you will need as a brand new coach, and I put them into one folder. It's called Coach 101 folder. And that folder is something that I send to my new coaches, but that is accessed in the Google Drive. So when you go to the Google Drive, which is found on the pinned post in the team page, which looks like the picture up there, you want to click on See More and then scroll down to where it says Google Drive. From there, you want to look for Coach 101 folder, and that's everything that you will need. You probably won't need anything else outside of that folder. I mean, if you could probably live with just that folder. We do have a lot of other things in there, but don't try to like stress yourself out about it. Just focus on that one folder. And those Girl Boss slides are in there now, so I stuck them in there for you. Okay, so this is the last thing that I wanted to show you to help you build your business. This is brand new, something that I created last week, but I found that there are coaches, you start, you're all excited, and then you're like, what do I do? And you just do the 3 vitals, just invite and post and do your personal development. But it's one thing to like hear it, and it's another thing to actually see what that looks like. So this is a way for you to organize your day, organize your business. It's your business activity tracker. And what I do with my coaches is I have them send it to me at the end of the week, filled out with all the information filled out, so that we can see maybe where they're struggling, where they're doing really well. And basically this is like, if I don't do anything all day, at least I did this. So at least I added 5 new friends. At least I started 5 new conversations. I wrote down the names of the people who liked my post. I wrote down the names of the people who I need to follow up with, and then I followed up with them. I invited 5 people. I checked into my team page. I checked into my challenge group. I drank my Shakeology. I did my personal development. I did my workout. I posted 3 times on Facebook. I checked into my Coach Online office. And that's just a really good habit to get into early, so that's why I put it on there. I posted once on Instagram. I sent out happy birthdays. And then that 531 invites, that is something that you can do on Instagram if you want to ask your coach about that, because that's a whole nother call in itself. But I did make a training video for that as well, and that is in the Coach 101 folder it's in the Girl Boss slide, like how to Instagram 531, and then on the very last slide is a link to the video that I created for our team for that. So this is just your way to make sure that you do these things. It's a way to kind of highlight what you should be doing so you don't waste time doing stupid things that aren't going to help you build your business like I used to do. Like, oh, let me spend 2 hours making this really cool picture that got like 5 likes on it. That's a great use of my time. Not really. So at least if you're doing these things, you will be creating a solid foundation for a business for yourself. And this file, the PDF of this, is also in that Coach 101 folder, which is why that folder will become your best friend. And the last thing, our team likes to do a lot of things as a team. So every Wednesday we have our team calls at 7. Every month we have a new free fitness group. This is something that we're doing. It's brand new. Every first of the month we're going to have it's the same group. It's just going to get a facelift every month. And what we do with that is we have a place now to invite people to be a part of our free group. They're going to have a 30-day fitness calendar. Every day it's made, like, we're doing legs this month, so it might be like we'll do 10 squats on day 1, and then day 2 we do 12 squats, and then 14 or whatever. So that's just a place that you can invite people to. If they're not ready to do a challenge group with you, they can do that. The first Monday of every week, we have our 5-day clean eating group. So Emmy is in charge of that, and her team, they do an awesome job with it. So if you have any questions about it, you'd like to help out with that, you want to see Emmy. The fourth and second Monday, we have our 3-day sneak peek groups, which we have one going on right now. Lauren and Lauren's team does an awesome job running that. So if you're looking for to help out with that, or you have any questions about that, you want to see Lauren. Our third Monday, we have a 30-day challenge group. So you want to check in the team page for this, because there's usually a post that says, all right, who wants to help volunteer? If you have anyone who's going to be in the group, volunteer to take a post. And that just means you're literally copying and pasting a post into that group. The template's already made. You don't really have to think about anything. We also have another challenge group. The date for that is just kind of dependent on when Carolyn Walker decides to do it. So she's in charge of that one. So if you have any questions about challenge groups, or if you have any questions about running your own challenge group, she's just awesome at them. So you want to reach out to her or me if you'd like. The second Thursday, we have our live happy hour webinar, which is where we share videos from other coaches on our team. So that's another thing you can invite people to if they're interested in coaching. Our fourth Thursday, we have our live What is Coaching webinar, which is tomorrow. That is also something you can invite people to if they're interested in coaching. And that's one that I talk about, like my story. I share success of people on our team and just the nitty gritty about coaching and the 25% discount and all that good stuff. And then the last Wednesday of every month, which is today, we do our Getting Started Right call, which you guys are on right now at 8 o'clock. That's good to know, because as you sign up new coaches, you want to be able to invite them to that. So maybe you're not ready to do your own Getting Started Right call for your coach. Then you can invite them to this one, and then they can get started right. They'll see everything they need to do as a brand new coach. I do encourage you to do your own Getting Started Right calls, but if it's like the end of the month, you just signed up a coach and this just happens to fall on that date, or any new coaches for the month, I always like to invite them to this just to make sure we're all on the same page. So that is available to you. And this is recorded too, so you can always send it to them if it's not like around the time that the call will be. So that's really it. I know it's not like very short. I try to keep it short. I think it probably went an hour. But if you have any questions, you can ask me now. And I just wanted to remind you, though, you're here because somebody believed in you. They believed in your ability to be an amazing coach, because someone wanted to help you achieve your goals, because someone blessed you with this gift. So it's your turn to bless other people. And that's something I came up with myself. So it's true, though. Like, this is a gift you've been blessed with, and now it's your role to pass that gift on to other people. So don't ever look at it as something that you're afraid to share. It's something that you should be thankful that you're a part of. And I know for a fact that my life has completely changed because of this. And I would not be here today talking to all of you and loving what I'm doing and loving life and having all these friends if it weren't for this. So always keep that in the back of your mind. Like, you are here because somebody asked you and they believed in you. And just think of that when you're inviting people. Like, you're inviting people who you believe in. You think they're going to be awesome. Like, you're not just inviting everyone. You're not just inviting Joe Schmo down the street because you want to be a diamond coach. Like, you want to invite people who you really believe in them. So each one of you is here because of that. And I just wanted you to remember that. All right. So, I see a doggy. Hi, Penny. Did anyone have any questions, though, while I'm on here? I could take some questions. I see there's something in the chat. Oh, yes, Lauren. So before, and I was talking about when you're inviting people and you're talking to them, she said, pull, don't push, investigate, don't present, probe, don't pitch, ask, don't assume. So that's in the chat box. If you wanted to copy that and paste it somewhere so you see it, or save it in your phone, that's definitely a great way to think about it when you're inviting people. Thanks for sharing that. Great. Does anyone have any questions? If you don't want to like unmute yourself and talk, you can put it in the chat. It's okay. No? Don't be shy. All right. Well, it doesn't seem like we have any questions. I guess I either A, overwhelmed all of you, or I did a good job talking about everything. So whether if you think of something after the call, you can post it in the team page and tag your coach in it so that they can help answer it. Or you can tag me, and I will answer that for you. But I just wanted to thank you guys for being here, and I wish you all the best of luck on this incredible coaching journey. And I just want to welcome you to our team. I'm so happy to have you guys here. And I'll see you later. Good night.